So you've been going to your truck in the morning and it's really slow to turn over, or it struggles, or the battery's flat even, and you've had to get someone to jump you or put on a battery charger overnight. You're probably thinking, is it the battery at fault or the alternator? So I'll come show you. So how to check your battery and how to check your alternator. You do the battery first and then the alternator, okay? So I've got a digital multimeter here and put it on the DC, which is the straight line symbol here next to the V for volts, DC volts. Put it on the 20 volt scale. Put one on there and one on there. Okay, so we're getting 12.7 at the moment, which is good. That's what it should be for a 12 volt battery. It's around 12.7. If you put your multimeter on here and straight off the bat it reads like 11.8, 11.5, you know your battery's a bit dodgy already. Okay, and then you go start it and you check the alternator. Now the alternator needs to give out 14.5 volts roughly. If you start it and your alternator's only giving out 13, you know, okay, right, the alternator's obviously not charging the battery enough. But if you start it and your battery starts at 11.5 or whatever, and then you start the truck up and it's pumping out 14.5 volts, it's all good, you know that okay, the alternator's doing fine, but the battery's obviously not holding charge. Okay, so start it up now and I'll show you. 12 and 12.7 roughly. Wait for the glow plug light to go out. Okay, so that voltage will slowly rise as the alternator puts charge into the battery for... Okay. 14.4. So if you give it a little rev, .44, so that's about right. Sometimes they do read just a smidge low at idle and you have to give them a bit of a rev, because obviously they're only rated for, that's a 70 amp alternator, but it's only rated at 70 amps at like 2,500 revs, so it won't be at full output at idle. 14.4 should be alright, and then I'll show you what I mean about the resting voltage of the battery and how you should check the battery first before you start the car. So the alternator's obviously given no output now, and you'll see the voltage settle. This is called the resting voltage because it's been charging at 14.5 and it should be at 12.7, and it's just kinda slowly, you know, settling down, and that will continue to drop millivolt by millivolt until it gets to its resting voltage, which is why you check it first obviously, otherwise you'll be standing there for like half hour waiting for it to drop. So yeah, I hope it's been useful.